Welcome back to the City of Palms podcast. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. 72, man. 72 weeks of pure podcast. And we're not even on the charts yet. That's fucked up, dude. I honestly thought...
Why is that?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. No, because I'm a podcast head, and I listen to a lot of podcasts. And, like, I know of a lot of podcasts that started after us and had a very slow gain. And now they're literally like on charts. And I'm like, so I feel you, but where are we on the charts?
But some of it is probably also the name of those people before the podcast, you know?
Bro.
Like Stiff Socks.
100%.
That's one where they talk bullshit on that podcast, but it's funny as hell because they're like both already popular.
And a cult-like following. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with the cult-like following. I mean, I guess not really a cult-like following because it took practice, you know? It took time. It took gradual time. I was into that podcast for a little bit. I still listen to it sometimes, but
same here.
It's just too ridiculous a little bit at a time. Yeah. I'm like, all right.
And
guys,
it's like I like it, but it's like at the one of my bottom priorities of like the podcasts I follow. So I like have the top priorities. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I really miss I miss Chris D'Elia's podcast, like because it was it created such a bond between you and I, where it was like every week it was like you listen to D'Elia,
we'd have like little inside jokes every week.
Oh yeah,
and his podcast was literally just no structure. He would just turn on the mic and then he would just like
every week. If you think of, Chris D'Elia being a stand-up comedian, which is what he was, every week there was, that podcast was full of bits, but every week there was a slapper where, like, you might get one of those in his special where you're, like, dying. I feel like every week on his podcast there was a slapper where you're dying, You're dying of laughter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still wonder whatever happened to Chris D'Elia. What you doing, D'Elia? Messaging a little girl.
He must. I was gonna say he must be real guilty, so he's quiet.
Don't do it, D'Elia.
In other news, in the state of Florida, it was just passed, right? That the minimum wage thing.
Yeah.
You know more of the details than I do. Do you want to get into that at all?
Yeah, I guess we can. I don't know.
At least just like give our thoughts, because like.
Yeah, like I don't know too much of the details. I've been finding out more and more bits and pieces, even just a little bit. Like before we started recording, finding out more, so I don't really want to touch on it too much, but what we can get into is the things we know for sure. So we know that the bill was passed. I don't exactly know when it takes place. I assume January, but basically it brings minimum wage up to $10 an hour, and then every year it goes up $1 until 2026 when it would be $15. So minimum wage at 15. And that to me is like I said, I've got a lot of different inputs where I just recently, so I'm like, I'm still would have to like kind of brew on them before I like fully give my input. But what I will say, walking on eggshells here, treading lightly, is because I don't want to offend anybody. But for me, dude, I thought that was cool. Like I thought minimum wage going up was cool when I was like in the scene. So I guess if you put yourself in the shoes of like if you work a job where you're getting minimum wage, of course you're going to want it to go up because you're going to want more money. But I left that industry and like went to do construction. And it's not something I want to do forever, but like the shit we do is hard. And so putting that onto like in consideration, if you are I started construction at $14 an hour. So, and like, I'm not going to say how much I get now, but I've done it for like 3 years. So I've like, I've learned skills and earned like this wage.
Yeah.
And so if you put like someone working McDonald's at $15 an hour to start, there's no incentive for that person to like do better, because when I started at Burger King, like, that was my first job, one of my first jobs, like when I was 16, and I got like $8.25 or something like that, $8.05 I think it was. Yeah, $8.05 is what it was, and it was incentivized for me to do better. You could even work your way up to like a management position there, but the place was hell. I didn't want to work there. But when you put it in consideration, like if like what a lot of people are saying is that why a lot of people are upset that people that work my job is because like a tradesman like me is thinking that it's not going to go up, that our wage isn't going to go up. Like think about well, like basically, why would someone do that? If think about if you're out of high school, would you want to go work a job that's at a movie theater and you barely have to do shit for, hard labor wise for 15 an hour? Or do you want to go like do construction, hard manual labor, get your hands dirty like every day for 15 an hour? Like depending upon the person, me personally, I would do construction just because I go crazy at a job, like at a day-to-day job if I'm there every day. If I'm not learning something that I can like apply to myself to better myself, I don't want to be there. It's exactly why I quit landscaping. Because like every day what we did was just stuff to please the members. I was doing golf course landscaping. So every day it was just making the landscape look nice for the members that paid a lot of money to live there. And I was like, this does nothing for me, So I bounced. But I feel like for a lot of people, they would obviously choose the easier route just because, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people, but the way I'm thinking about it is that it would have to go up. Like the base pay, I started at 14 an hour, but if minimum wage for flipping burgers at McDonald's is 15 an hour, then
you obviously deserve
then I think
20 an hour.
then I think starting pay, even if you had no experience in construction, would be like starting at 16, even just $1 above minimum, because that gives people that incentive. Well, you could do this for 15, or you could, because it's not even like about the money too. It's about like investing in yourself. Like at a minimum wage job, you'd get 15, but like at a trades job, I mean, you get way more than minimum wage. It just takes time, because you have to prove yourself, in anything. So yeah, I mean, that's basically my take. I think it'd be good to, I saw one thing that I can really kind of get down with is like putting it at, because it is going to go to 10 and then gradually, a dollar every year increase. And I think 10 might be a good place to start. Like, I think this next year might be good, because if minimum wage is 10, I mean, that's decent. If you work 40 hours, that's $400 a week. And so, that's like $1,600 a month. So it's not great. It's not like paying your bills where, you're happy. But I think, I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
And because it's been a long time since like I've relied on minimum wage, because I was 17 when I started line cooking, and it was just a matter of you start on fry at $12 an hour, and then you move to mid at 14 an hour, and then you move to saute at 16, and then you learned expo at 18. It was just these things you gradually until you like work your way up. But I don't know how it would be starting. Like if it gets that high, 2026, if it was at 15 and someone's starting, I just don't know incentive-wise what's going to be in it to work more. But even 15's hard to live now, and everything's going to go up.
And see, that's
everything's already going up. But if pay goes up too, I mean, think about it. What sucks? Let me just get this out before you say. What sucks is the local businesses, because the money's not going to change, and so like a place like a tattoo shops or barber shops, a place where like, a barber shop, they make what they get out of that chair. But so I guess that doesn't apply. But like, like a tattoo shop, if you're working a front desk at a tattoo shop, or you're like an apprentice at a tattoo shop. Yeah,
you're now legally entitled to 15 an hour.
And what if they can't pay that? What if the tattoo shop can't pay that? What if they were straight paying you 12, or they were, and you were straight with it, and now what if other people, because I don't know. It could get tricky. I hope for the best, like delusional optimism. I'm trying to know that
it's all part of the path.
It's all gonna be fine. And cause dude, some people today, we filmed this on, for anyone who doesn't know, today is November 4th that we filmed this. So it's like the day after election day, where it was like the most stressful time for like so many Americans, dude. Everyone in the world is just still on the edge of their seat. Still is, because it's still not decided. Mm-hmm. But man, people I've experienced today, I've had very interesting conversations today, dude. With just
there's definitely some crazy division going on now too.
Yeah,
it's
for
like
sure.
It's insane. But like on the minimum wage thing, I voted yes on. I mean, I don't want to like go too far in like what my ballot looked like.
Fucked
but like,
me.
but no. See, I voted yes because my reasoning, and again, I don't know. Like, I feel guilty as a voter sometimes because I don't know as much as I feel I should. Like, I don't know exactly what 15 an hour minimum wage is gonna look like for the economy. None of us are economists, so like, and most of us don't own small businesses, so we don't know exactly what it's gonna look like. But what I would hope for is that, because because things are going up, you know, especially living in particular. Like I haven't done like I haven't done the deepest research on this, but from what I've seen, the cost of living has drastically increased over the last like 10 years when minimum wage has not. It's like barely increased, you know? And that's not to say that the people who are making minimum wage are the people having to pay living costs. Because like you said, when you're starting at Burger King, you're not paying for a house, you're not paying mortgage or insurance or anything like that. You're just like getting money for food and like, you know, gas money to get to high school or whatever, you know?
Exactly.
But a lot of people are struggling, you know, like rent is so like, it's almost, it's very unrealistic to imagine moving into a place of your own unless you have a significant other who's like splitting the rent with your one bedroom or like roommates or something. Like with the wages, it's really hard to pay all that yourself. And that's just like bare minimum. That's just to pay your rent and utilities and like gas and groceries. That's like all your money, you know, when realistically you should be making an income that you can have a portion go to bills and a portion go to saving.
That's hard now when you don't make minimum wage. That's hard for me. No,
yeah. And that's why me voting yes, I would hope that it would increase proportionally. So like, for example, at Aldi, this does get tricky. So I want to get into a little bit where from my perspective, I remember I started at Aldi making, I think it was $12.75 an hour. And I thought that was amazing because I just came from Moe's and I was a shift leader at Moe's and I only made like 11 or like 10 or 11 and I was doing manager stuff at a restaurant. So like 10 or 11 for manager stuff and a grocery store associate is making $12.75 or $11.75 or whatever it was. I was like, fuck yeah, sign me up. Because I thought it's like, I'm just going to check people out and like sweep the floors and stuff and stock the shelf. Dope. I got it.
Right.
Small grocery store too. It's, you know, it's like not like Walmart. It's a small grocery store. And then I saw management starting at 16. So I was like, bro, I just came from management experience. I'll work my way up, make 16 an hour. That's like, I could pay everything. But what goes into that job is like so much more than just like person making minimum wage at Walmart or whatever. Like the job, what's required of the job is a lot different, you know, and it deserves that wage. So if the minimum goes up to what that like grocery store elite is going to be making, if the dude flipping burgers is now making $12.75, the company should now, you know, it should increase proportionally because like the person would just go to McDonald's, you know, they won't go to that place. And so if you like, it'd be the same thing. Just it's hard to explain, but it would just increase proportionally, like I said, you know, to where now people like you and me are going to be making $3 or $4 more than we're currently making because the people at the bottom are making $3 or $4 more than they were, you know, just from like a company standpoint. I could see that's what like will keep you having good employees.
That's the hopes.
But and
I
again,
don't understand where it comes from.
No,
Where does it come from?
I know, and that's why companies are gonna
small businesses. Because what if they cannot afford to pay? If it's expected to go up, you know, you'd expect it to go up. Say I make 20, and then minimum wage is 15. Well, I expect mine to go up to 25. Well, my boss can't pay that. I now have no job. Do I go back to McDonald's? Do I go back and get minimum wage? Like where does that? I mean, that's like the fear for a lot of people right now.
And I don't know because like if someone like your boss or whatever was in that predicament, it's like, okay, now I can only pay 4 employees to do my labor or whatever. So, and also that would...
And then the jobs get harder.
Yeah, that would expect more. And I could see my company, you know, like I'm not going to talk shit, but like I could see that being the thing where it's like, okay, let's make automated registers so that we only need 2 people to run the grocery store. And like, you know what I mean? And so I don't know.
That's a fear too of a lot of people having is, you know, robots coming in and taking serving positions.
But you got to also think the more money... Like if it is able to be some sort of graceful transition so that companies can be like accounting for this new change, it could make it to where more money is going to be into the economy. Because if, you know, Jimmy from, you know, 11th grade is like making 14 an hour flipping burgers, 15 an hour flipping burgers, he's now going to have more money to put into the economy.
Dude, Jimmy's got bread. He pulled up with a Rolex to school.
Yeah.
14 an hour.
Yeah. And then you know, like, so, and imagine if I made like something like 25 an hour, me just imagining that paycheck, what that's going to look like going into my account, I'm already thinking of where I'm going to start putting that money, what I'm going to invest in, what I'm going to buy, what I'm going to like save, what, you know, like that's more money being put into the economy. And it could, and that means we're going to be spending more, like local businesses. Like me, I'm strapped for cash most of the time. So like I don't have the funds to like go out to eat at like my favorite locally owned place or like buy merch from my favorite local whatever, because I just don't have the money because I'm so strapped. When if I did have the money, all those people are going to be getting a little more. So businesses will potentially make more money. You know what I mean? Once I'll let him out.
For sure.
But does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes sense, I guess. It's the hope. It's all just a hope, I guess, for that. It sounds good on paper, I'll tell you that much. You better watch out for those frogs out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cautious of that. How long have we been going? How long till a break?
I mean, I just think we should give them something lighter before we wrap up on break, dude.
Yeah.
If I was listening to this podcast, I'd be like, fuck these people. Give them something lighter, dude. That was heavy. We can.
I just skated. That was fun.
Yeah, I don't think we should go into skate centric yet. That second half, because we got some shit to talk about too.
That's true. That's true.
On that.
Yeah.
You
got any jokes?
Any jokes, bruh? You got any jokes, bruh? No, I think anything ironic or any life updates, man. I don't know. Think about getting a new truck.
Last episode we were talking about you getting a car and like that big decision.
I know, but no, that's a thing to talk about too, man. That's important for a lot of people our age. You know, we want nice cars, we want nice things, bro. And like I've always preached that I've owned all my vehicles. I mean, I'm 22 and I've had like 5 or 6 vehicles actually, 4 dirt bikes, 5 dirt bikes, 6 dirt bikes. I don't know, I don't remember, but I've had a lot of vehicles and it's just owning them is a sense of like, his bark scares me. Is he barking at a frog again?
No, he's a protector. He'll see anyone outside and he'll raise his hair and like he'll bark, and I always thank him for protecting.
Forewarning for anyone.
There's a Great Dane here, so fuck off. You hear that guy? You hear him?
All right. Okay, but no. So, So I've owned cars, and that's a thing, man. I was really considering getting a G37, financing it sedan, and I said everything backwards. G37, financing it sedan. Like what? If we had subtitles on our podcast, the guy would be like, what? Huh? No, I wanted a G37 sedan financed, but then I really started thinking about it, and I don't know, man. The payments got scary. So I was just like, fuck it, dude. I'm just.
And one more thing I thought that I never even mentioned to you is imagine like the maintenance aspect where like me, even if I can make the car payments to like pay for the car, imagining like needing new tires or needing like a front end alignment or something goes wrong and like this needs replaced. It's like I now also need to have that expendable income, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. So, yeah. And what I'm thinking, I got some things planned. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I get a new truck coming soon. But also a little something funny too that happened, a little ironic. Dude, this felt like such a klutz. At the gym, at the ATC, they also have this like tire flipping machine. It's like this weird little machine. I never seen it before. I hate it now. Like it's a workout to flip tires. Uh-huh. So this thing's like a half tire machine, and you flip it up and then run around to the other side and flip it over and run around to the other side, flip it over. It's like a half tire that's on like a machine, and so it basically it's supposed to weigh like the weight of like a normal tire, like, so you still get the workout flipping it. So I was gonna do 30 seconds, flip it, run around, flip it, run around, hustling too. And bro, the very first flip, I flip it and I run around and boom, smack my knee smack both knees on a bracket that was sticking out. Oh. And honestly, I think it's fine, but I was feeling around on my kneecap and like it's kind of like there's a dent in my kneecap.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, there is. I'm feeling it now. And it's not fine. There's no dead. I'm not even, I wish I could laugh, but it's honestly so scary because there's dead ass a dent in my kneecap and the side of it. Yeah, it sucks. But then on this knee too, there's a bruise here. Smacked both of them.
Well, could the dent just be swelling around it? Like you're feeling like,
I hope,
where
dude.
The swelling, you know what I mean?
I hope, dude. That's scary. Like I shattered a kneecap.
Nah, you would be immobile if it was anything. Like if you broke your kneecap or cracked it or something.
Bro, I'm doing kickflips.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
I tried your method of heel flips.
On heel flips, how'd it work? Good? No.
I only tried it a couple times, but it didn't really work for me.
You got to commit. You got to commit. It's a commitment.
Yeah.
Because if you don't kick, you're fucked. Like if you get caught up on that heel, on
That's
the,
what
on
happened.
kicking
Too.
out.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what happened.
and that's
You got to knee and kick it.
You have to kick that thing. But I'm telling you, something crazy happens, man, when you give it full commit. I wish I could show you right now. I want to do a heel flip so bad. But yeah, like we're just talking about it. My hair stand up. I just want to smack a nice one.
Such a good feeling.
Dude, I can get them like, I felt like they were getting like this high off the ground and I was catching them. My kick flip too, I was telling you, I did like the best kick flip in my life. I actually caught it. Like I suck at kick flips for anyone like listening. I'm like heel flip guy. But yeah, dude, this kick flip, I was going fast too. And it was just like, and then I flick and then caught it with my back foot and my front foot was still like out here. And it was just like.
Have you ever, because you know that like, it's almost like in the skate games, you know the feeling whenever like you landed something perfect. It's almost like when in the skate 3, how like you land and it's just like boom. You know what I mean? Like when you just landed that shit, it like makes your meter go to like ×3.
Yeah.
It like almost feels like that once you land, where you like, dude, I just caught that at the peak and just fucking all 4 wheels hit the ground at the same time. It's like something special just like happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Have you ever had that feeling and have it was on film, like something you filmed that had that feeling?
Oh, wow.
Like, did that heel flip that you did over the FGCU 6 there? Because that one you landed pretty, like, bolts.
It did, yeah, but it wasn't. I think.
And it was one of those landings where you probably could have landed that over, like, a fucking 11 stair. Because, like, how solid you landed, with like, you were just squared up, just, like, landed down. You could have went down some big-ass shit. I'm pretty sure that one was pretty solid. And then there's one I have on my phone, too, of just me doing a half cab flip on flat. Like during quarantine when I was like skating in a parking lot. Mm-hmm. And it was just one I got caught on the GoPro where it's just perfect. It's in my intro on YouTube. It's just perfect. It's like the one you did at that one plaza?
Behind the
the
gym. I just smacked a nice one.
Oh, you can actually see the clip of that too on the ad break, because I'll put an ad for your. I always put an ad for your YouTube channel. And
what?
Yeah.
Fire.
You never watched the episodes?
Just kidding. I don't.
You're I already need to. I lived it.
Yeah, I don't. Well, no, I would watch them too, but I really don't like the sound of my voice. Like when we have guests on, like I've tried to go back for repeat guests and like.
No, yeah.
Like and try to listen. Like when we were gonna have Trap and Jap on, I wanted to like listen to the first episode again to see like but. I was like, no, dude, no.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's hard.
No,
it's hard.
It's terrible.
And I just like hate on myself. I'm just like, dude, why the fuck did you say that? You know what I mean?
I'm like, why do you sound like that? Look like that? No, it's like.
But anyways, we're gonna take an ad break real quick to reset the cameras.
All right.
But yeah, I always put my YouTube channel,
money.
your YouTube channel, and the Anchor ad. Enjoy.
Hit the ads. Subscribe to my YouTube.
The City of Palms podcast is brought to you by Anchor. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my show onto all the apps people use? How do I make money from the podcast? And the answer to all this is really simple: Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. Me and Danny searched all over the internet for different outlets for distributing and recording and for websites that would host our podcast. And a lot of them, you have to pay money or it's really complicated, and especially for someone just starting out. And Anchor really was an answer to all that, because you can record straight on Anchor. It's very user-friendly and it's totally free. We don't have to pay a penny to use this. And so it's great for anyone who's wanting to start out. And so if you're wanting to start your own podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me in the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
Yes! Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the ads. subscribe, rate us, dude. Please rate us for real. We were talking about it in the warm up. Like, we're not on charts yet, dude. Like, and it's like, it's fine, but it's like, dude, they just increased minimum wage, so it's like I'm fucked as a tradesman. No, I'm playing.
So
but
honestly, we're screwed.
the world's but like no. All jokes aside, for real, dude.
But we
want to
keep doing more.
Yeah, like we have. It's just us here. That's the thing. Like, it's just us, and we have such big ideas, and we want to keep doing this and growing it and doing it better and bigger and like, you know, more guest based. Like, you know, we do
more
with the boys.
segments
Yeah, exactly. And it all takes money, dude, in production, and it's just us here. Brian edits this shit, and we literally have like 2-3 camera angles, just us. Like, we've bought all this, and there's no team. So like, you know, all these top chart podcasts are like have, you know,
Producers
majority of them have like big production teams, and
I feel like we're
give
doing
it
alright.
one time for the boys, bruh, of 239, man, putting it up. So if you're listening to this, dude,
and the more interaction,
rate
the better
stars.
the show's gonna be, straight up. You know, like the
Yeah,
more subscribers
dude.
we have and people we can talk to, like we
Yeah.
could have segments where we have people.
and we're
call
not
in.
going anywhere.
Nah, we're gonna be here no matter what.
Exactly.
We've
so
been here every week.
If y'all want the best, man, we're trying to give y'all the best. But hey, aside from wanting the best and not having the best, I need new shoes, bro, and new skate shoes. And like, it's been an issue for me because, as you know, most skaters who aren't, I don't know if it's like, I'm not that good at switching ollies, so it's like, I don't know if this is a problem for like you or whatever, but still, you know, one shoe wears down faster than the other. But my left shoe has no tread on it left on the bottom. Like, it's
I
so
hate that.
slippery. So
Makes you feel unsafe, like doing like ollies and shit.
unstable.
Like,
Yeah, for sure. It's like makes me all messed up. It's like my trucks feel looser. I'm like, nah, just
Yeah.
slipping all over the place. But yeah, and I'm in a predicament because I've wanted to get them before our contest, or you know, our veterans thing.
Yeah.
There's no con. So yeah. And I wasn't able to, and now it's like if I get them now, like come Friday, if I'm able to get them when I get paid, I would have to like skate Friday, you know, have brand new shoes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know.
and
but
flat ground is something you really want a broken in setup.
yeah.
What's your ideal setup? You know how the 9 Club always asks that question of like new board, old
Yeah,
shoes, new
see,
shoes. I've never known
just-
yours.
I just do with what I do, man. Like if I
You don't have a preference.
ideally, I've never been in the position to have a preference, bro. I take it how it comes, man. Like, I've been blessed recently to like be able to get a board and have a solid board. If it breaks, I can go buy another one. But boards are now $70. Boards are now $70. I skate primitives, and when I go buy them, they might be marked as like 64.
Yeah, that's
You leave out of there paying 69, you know, $70 literally.
Yeah.
So like boards are rare, man. I don't have a board sponsor. And then when it comes to shoes are $70 too. Just about, you know, the new Jostens, those are 80. So basically, ideally for me, it would be
You got to make more money.
yeah. No, ideally for me, yes, that, and I need sponsorships.
No, for real. That'd be
but-
so sick.
But ideally, the setup is 3-week-old shoes, so it gives me time. It
Yeah.
gives me time to break them in.
Skaters talk about it as like days. Like they'll be like
Oh,
4-day-old
I know.
shoes. And I'm like, oh, because they skate every single day.
for 10 hours, so that's equivalent to me. So that's a month of broken.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's like 2 to 3 weeks that gives me time to break
Perfect.
them in. Yes, a couple, like 4 to 5, 6 sessions.
Sometimes even just walking in them for that long makes them like crisp fire.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you do the oven thing? Do you do the microwave?
No, I've
thing?
thought about it, but like I just walk around in them, and that does the trick. Especially the newer shoes, like the Jocelyn's. Like you really don't even have to do too much.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And then with the board, I guess I want the board a little bit broken in so I know how it feels. But although I've been skating 825 primitives for a long time, it's basically all the shapes are the same and stuff. It's you know, but ideally probably a 3-day-old board, like, and that's our terms too. That's probably like one session maybe just to give me like a feel for it, and then and then with wheels and trucks, man, I will skate trucks. It's a fear, and I'm glad I'm not the only one. Like I've heard pros talk about having this fear too. Is like you have the fear of taking off your wheel. Is your dog still outside?
Yeah. Let me
Because
go
the
grab it.
second you take off that wheel, there's a fear. Yeah, there's a fear of if you'll ever be able to get it back on. Because for anyone who is listening and isn't aware, like, you know, skating, you slide on the side of the board when you fall or whatever, land the wrong way, or just the board gets grazed on the side, and then it wears down that truck. And they have rethreaders and stuff on skate tools nowadays that I really want to invest in one of those. But yeah, as far as, you know, I like to have really good bearings too, because I like to go fast. And then wheels are tricky for me too. I like to have very small wheels. I mean, the smaller the better for me, honestly. To an extent, I guess too small, and then I'm having to push too much. That was like my last setup. I didn't change them for like a long time, and then they got like, you remember them.
Mm-hmm.
They were like very small. And yeah, so I guess the wheels I have now, I think I bought 54s or 53s, and then I skated in them for like, you know, a couple. They're still pretty good. So I think 53s or so are good for me. 52s maybe, ideally. 52s, I'd probably buy them if they had them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Formula 4s are money, bro. Money.
I don't think I've ever skated those.
And I switched bearings too. All my life I've skated reds, and then I finally invested the money and got Bronson's, Zion Wright's Pro model. Bronson's, bruh, zooming through the park. Zooming, yeah, they're worth it.
I'm gonna have to go all out with my next setup because I haven't had a new setup. Well, no, that's a lie because I set up a new board after my injury. So this current board I'm riding, it was fresh.
I'm anxious to hear yours, yeah, with shoes and everything. What's yours?
Well, first I was gonna ask also, do you like vulcanized or cup soles? Do you have a preference there?
I don't know the difference. What's Jocelyn's?
Cup sole. Nowadays
What's a
there's like in between. So I don't know the exact like how exactly the shoes are made, but it has to do with how like the sole is put on the shoe. So like a vulcanized sole is very sharp to where it's almost like there's like the sole of the shoe, the bottom of the shoe itself, like as it's being made, and then the top of the shoe is put on, and then the rim is put on that. So it's like a strip.
Oh, really?
I might sound like a dumbass right now because this is just how I've perceived it because I didn't know either. Like for my whole skate life, I didn't know what the difference was. But now I know like Vans are usually vulcanized. Like almost like a lot of Vans shoes are vulcanized because they're just super sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always that really stiff edge that you have to almost like hit with a fucking sander or else that shit's going to like catch your grip tape like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And then cup sole is like these to where it's all one. You see how like it's the actual rim of the shoe, it goes over the sole itself. You know, so it's like a cup sole. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see
so it makes
that,
so it makes it so in my opinion, the reason I prefer cup sole is because it's easier to break in because it's already rounded kind of.
Right.
So like there's less.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and I just like they like a little more snug. I don't know. I feel like they're might just be in my head. They're just a little more snug on my foot, and like vulcanized shoes are more flat. I have a high arch, so like I don't like skating Vans too much. Although I have wanted to skate the Ultra Range Pros, the like $90 ones. I think you had a pair.
Yeah, they're trash. I returned them.
That's right. You didn't like them, but
they're terrible. You might like them.
Yeah, with my setup, I would say pretty similar to what you said. I was gonna say day of board.
Hey, chill out.
Like brand new board is what I was gonna say, but you're right. But you're right. I would say one session on the new board, and then it's perfect. Because you just need, like, even though that fresh board is pretty much perfect, like fresh grip tape, oh my God, that's like the best.
Fine.
But your flip tricks aren't like, you do have to get used to that, like that new ratio of
especially with some new shoes, new grip.
No, yeah, new shoes, new board, fuck that. That's my least favorite. That's my least favorite.
Yeah,
new shoes in general.
Day.
No. New shoes, old board. I think all the pros agreed too. Like that shit is the worst thing ever. Like I need like real broken in shoes because I'm saying the same. Probably like 5 sessions. So like about 3 weeks or something for like my current lifestyle.
There goes the camera angle. Thank you, Gohan.
Yeah, so I'll fix that.
Thanks, cameraman.
1 sec.
Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, so.
So I was gonna say my ideal one would be probably real similar to yours. Like day old board. And then a couple weeks into the shoes, and that's perfect.
Hell yeah.
Well, if you could be sponsored by, like, just right now, no cap, we're not sponsored at all, so this ain't paid or anything. Like, what board and shoe company would you, out of all the ones in the industry, if they could email you right now and be like, hey, Daniel, we want to give you a shot and give you some gear, and just send us some clips.
All right, that's easy. Board. I gotta go Primitive because that's what I already skate, and I really love their company, and I really love their clothes too.
Mm-hmm.
If I could just get a clothes package too, that'd be fire. But For shoes, I skate Jocelyn's, but I'm really not trying to cop a Etnies. I'm really not trying to cop a Etnies watch shoe. Instead, I'll hit Nike. Instead, I'll hit Nike, the biggest and most paid. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Nike. I'll skate Janowski's. What are Janowski's? Are they vulcanized or cup soles?
Vulcanized.
So what are those, cup soles?
Yeah.
See, I'm torn because I really love Janowski's. Skating Janowski's. Have you ever skated Janowski's?
Because I don't skate vulcanized.
So fire, bro. So fire. Have you ever worn Janowski's?
No. I feel like I'd love them for chilling.
Bro, get an all white, all black pair. All whites are fresh too, but the all black Janowski's.
I need to do that.
Because they have the black gum, black on black, like blacked out with black
that.
emblems. They're fire.
Yeah. Can you guess what mine are? My dream sponsors?
Yeah, your board is obviously gonna be Revive.
Yes.
And then the shoes, probably Fallen, but they're because they're back now.
And I haven't skated Fallen in forever. I had a pair of just like chill shoes that I wore. December's been wearing them now, but they were all black and just had the white little band around it.
Rippers?
No, they were I think they were Jamie Thomas's. No. Because I got this after the rebirth of Fallen, so it was I don't know. I don't remember what model shoe it is, but it's just like a chiller shoe. But yeah, I used to skate. That used to be my Jocelyn, was the Rippers. I would skate them like multiple times in a row. Like now this is my third pair of Jocelyn's I've had, just because I love them. I'm used to them. Barely have to break them in once I buy a new pair. And Rippers used to be that for me. And yeah, I haven't skated Fallens in a long time, but I love the company so much. And I would skate the shoes again if it was like, if I would get them for free.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Because it's hard. Like if you're going to spend pretty much the same amount of money, I know these are going to be great. And I know that these are protecting, like they're like really advanced, I guess, technology as far as like the wearing and stuff. They last a while. When Fallen shoes, I don't know if they have that technology. I don't know like what money goes into the design of their shoes as far as like functionality of it. That's why I buy them to chill, but I haven't bought them to skate in a long time.
Bro, if I copped a Nike sponsorship, I could be skating Jaws too. I could be skating the Jaws.
That's true, yeah.
He's sponsored by Nike. That's so crazy, bro. He's so set. What would be your drink setup? What would be your drink sponsor?
I would never get sponsored by an energy drink, no matter how much they
Ain't
asked
nobody
me.
said that.
I know, but I'm clarifying. Like, if anyone hit me up, like, because Red Bull, that's like dream sponsor too, where they'll pay you bags just to fucking wear a Red Bull hat while you do anything.
But you like Red Bull. You drink a Red Bull. So why you ain't gonna take a bag for drinking a Red Bull?
I guess so, I do. But I hate it. I feel guilty when I drink Red Bull because I don't.
Why? Because they ain't giving you a bag?
No, because they're really bad for you. Like, energy drinks aren't good for you.
Yeah, it gives you wings, bro.
And it's helpful, like, on nights where I need to just, like, get 3 hours of sleep and, like, do all this shit. I'll take a Red Bull and, like, whatever. Like, the other night, I had 3 coffees throughout the day, and then I had a Red Bull at, like, the end of my shift because I had more shit to do after work. So, like, that was my diet of drink-wise, and it fucked up my stomach, dude. Like, I was hurting.
No, I hear what you're saying. The Ride Nature contest, I drank a Red Bull, and my heart hurt.
Exactly. Sometimes, and, like, my shit was I was so tired that the energy drink, I could like feel the caffeine was like making my like heart beat a lot.
That's what he does. But you're still tired.
But I wasn't energized. I was just like kind of like panting.
That's what it is. Yeah, your body's like, no, we need rest, and your body said you just chugged crap.
And so, see, if I was to get sponsored by some sort of like food or drink thing, I would want it to be something that's like encouraging a healthy lifestyle. And like Red Bull, even though it's not like the worst thing in the world, you can have one now and then. I don't think it's encouraging healthy habits. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you need more energy,
like
you
a
need
Coca-Cola?
more sleep. Yeah, like Coke. So Coke.
You thinking PepsiCo?
I would have to say Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew.
No, what do you? Yeah, Mountain Dew used to be a skate sponsor.
Right?
That's so crazy.
And there were people like Jordan Maxham who like repping it, like this is all I drink. And like the energy drink guys do it too, like Rockstar, like Chris Jocelyn and David Gonzalez are always like always fueled by Rockstar.
Yeah, I would too. Look where Chris Jocelyn lives, bro. He's my age, and he has a house that's fucking nice, bro. Because he gets that bag from Rockstar. I do it too, but ideally, I get what you're saying. And brand money aside, they're not gonna give you any money. You just get like
kombucha sponsor.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
See? Really?
Because I feel good about I feel good whenever I drink a kombucha, like if I'm on my break and I'm thinking of like getting a fucking like Hot Pocket or getting a kombucha, like the kombucha, it's like good for your stomach, you know, it just like makes you feel like regulated, you know what I'm saying? When like something like a Red Bull or a Coke or whatever, it makes you feel deregulated, you know, like it like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
you feel worse after
Yeah.
you like dietarily, you feel worse.
I've never had a bucha. Never had some
You
booch.
would not like it. I'll say that because it's like something like coffee or alcohol, where like when you have wine, you're like, oh fuck, that's gross. That's wine, that's gross. Or like a beer, like the first time you drink a beer, you're like, yuck, bro. Like what the hell? But then like, and same with coffee, same deal. Like you don't like that bitterness. But as you drink it and it does things for you, like you drink coffee, you automatically have a great morning. It's like whoa, I like everything was easy this morning.
You also automatically have to poop.
Straight up. But that also helps you. You know what I'm saying? Like the laxative, you have your breakfast, have your coffee, go to the bathroom, go to work. You feel all nice and fresh.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And especially, yeah, dude, that's the best. But and then alcohol too. Like in alcohol can be helpful in the same way, to where like it tastes kind of bad, but it like helps you loosen up and just kind of like be carefree and have fun. You know what I'm saying? And kombucha is the same way, to where it doesn't taste very good because it's like, it just smells weird and like it's like fermented drink, so it just like it tastes kind of like alcohol, sort of, where it's like
Is it fuzzy? I feel like it'd be fuzzy.
It's
to
very
the tongue.
fizzy. Yeah, a little bit. Well, I don't know. What do you mean fuzzy?
Fuzzy to the tongue, bro. Like you know when you mix milk and like orange soda.
No, it's not. No. Well, the fizz is like, I
Fuzzy?
guess could be fuzzy, but you let the fizz
like
die down
like frothy fuzzy.
at first. But you let the fizz die
the
down.
fermentation.
That's just the fizz.
The
Because it fizzes.
fermentation.
Yeah, because it fizzes a lot. Like what I always have to do is like I'll rock it back and forth because there's always like sediment at the bottom too, or like
Some
particles.
phlegm,
Yeah, some pulp.
some cow spit.
Mucus.
Yeah.
No, but you just I shake it back and forth, not like shake it, but like I just tip it back and forth to mix it. And then still you have to like open it super slow and then like close it back, and then just eventually it's like the fizz won't blow up everywhere.
And why do you drink this?
Because it's so good for your gut. Kombucha is so good for your digestion and whatnot.
What is the difference between kombucha and like just drinking, like, you know how Aldi has that? I see you drink it. You turn me on to it a little bit, like the
The juice.
fruit juice, the superfood juice. That stuff's really good for you.
No,
Like,
it
if
is,
you
yeah,
look at
but
the
see
ingredients,
that's because it has like shit like figs. It's like things like figs do
Dates
the
and
same.
stuff
Yeah, it
like
does the
that,
same
yeah.
thing. Where like those are really good for your belly and whatnot. And so yeah, that has fruits in it that are doing that for you too. But kombucha, something about the drink itself, the like fermentation, like drinking that, it makes you feel good, and it almost makes me feel like I had a meal, even though it didn't give me very many like calories or anything like that. A meal with a kombucha is fire. Like if you have a healthy meal, like something like, you know, something lean, you know what I'm saying? That with a kombucha, it makes you feel like $1 million. And that's why I drink it.
true. You get drunk off it ever? You ever have
No,
like 5
it's not.
buchas and you're like,
Yeah, I'm buzzing off 5 buchas.
dude, you never know, dude.
No.
You never know, bro.
Kava gets you feeling some type of way though. You ever have kava or kratom?
Fuck no.
That also too is, especially if you can have the mixed drinks that are like good, just taste like juice, but just having plain kava or like plain kratom tastes weird, and it like straight up tastes fuzzy. Like it makes your tongue vibrate. Like you can feel like vibrations on your tongue because it's like,
Yeah, I don't like that, man. Like I mean, I've never tried it. I'm good. I'm a big like I like to be I don't like anything weird like going on with me, dude. Like if I'm like out and there's like weird like, you know, it's another reason I don't like drinking a lot too, cuz like if I'm out and I'm drunk, I'm like oh, like I'm like not like it's I'm just like not like
you don't like
you
not
know,
being in control.
like me when I'm like in a room, like you already know, like say we're at a bar we've never been before, like I walk in, you know, I'm analyzing people, entrances, exits, like, you know, exits, bro, like well I'm analyzing everything, bro. I'm breaking and you know getting a plan, and if I'm drunk, like that doesn't happen because I just like I'm not thinking, and I like to be in control. And then also like I don't like my tongue buzzing, so like I'm not gonna drink kava. I mean it's facts too.
And
though.
that's the thing too, is like that's what I feel like a lot of people become like reliant on those substances to do things for them, like coffee. Like I'll admit, me with coffee, that's a substance that I'm like relying on right now to have the energy I need, when realistically you should get good sleep, eat well, and like practice good habits, you know, exercise regularly, and you're gonna have energy. You're just gonna, you know, you won't need things like this. Or like going out, you know, like sometimes people rely on that liquid courage every time they go out in order to like socialize, when realistically you should try to break your insecurities and try to just be cool in your own skin and not have to rely on something like alcohol.
And it's actually really fun too. I'll say, dude, for me, I was like always the person that was like, yeah, I know, I can be that way, like I can go out sober, but I choose to drink. Like I'd rather just be drunk when I'm out. And it's like, and I feel it, but at the same time, like, I mean, I don't like drinking just because I don't like what it does internally. I like to like work out a lot, and like if you drink a lot, you know, alcohol breaks down the muscle synthesis, which is like, you know, when your muscles take protein from, you know, that you intake to your body, it stops that. So it starts to basically eat your muscle away. Your body starts to eat your muscle away because it stops the synthesis of gaining in the nutrition from like the food you're eating. And it's all over time, you know, an occasional drink is fine or whatever, but like for me personally, I've like to cut it out. And at first, it was like weird, like being the sober person. Being the sober, but then it turned fun because and also too, like when you're sober and everyone else is like very, very drunk, it's like hilarious. It's like I'm the coolest. I'm like the most level-headed guy here right now. You know what I mean? Because your friend's like, bro, you don't. I think I just fucked up everything on the fat. But he's like, bro, you don't fucking. You know what I'm saying? So what? All right. So fucking stop. All right.
And you're like, dude, but what do you want from McDonald's?
Dude, the server's here, so she wants your order, and he's just talking to a trash can. Like, I don't know, dude. I've seen some shit though. Dude, the other day, I think I was telling you about it. The other day we were out, and I was that person where like frankly I didn't have the money to drink, so that's why I didn't. But also like I try to be in that mindset too, where it's like I don't want to feel like you need to be like a part of the group or whatever. You should be comfortable. Like, I don't want to drink tonight, so I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you get like pressured into doing what they do. But anyways, so I was just observing that night, and there was this lady that was like the most drunk person at the place, and it was very obvious. And as like the people I was with, we were all talking about something completely not related to her, like did not involve her whatsoever. She kept just like making her rounds and like getting in people's conversations, just being stupid. Classic Karen.
Yeah, just being drunk. And there was one point where we were talking about something serious. Like it got to the point where the topic of the conversation was serious. So we're all like kind of like in a group, you know, like facing each other, just like, so this means that and blah, blah, blah. And it was like a scene from a movie, bro, because it was the one girl was like referring to like the situation. She's like, so where we're at now is blah, 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 blah. And then you just hear in the background, Fort Myers.
Bro, what?
I'm like,
go home and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm like, go away. And then it got to the point where we're all like talking, and we're not talking about her. We're talking about some other person like we're referring to in this situation. And then she's like, I can hear you talking about me over there. And then we're just like, okay, whatever. And we keep talking. And then once we were all getting up to leave or whatever, I was wearing a City of Palm shirt, so I had the microphone right here. And then she said something about us recording her. And then we're just like, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh, I saw the microphone on his shirt, so I thought. And I'm like, you thought I'm like the CIA or something? What the fuck?
What?
It's City of Palms podcast. Look it up.
Hey, subscribe too and rate us 5 stars if you listen. Dude, that's insane though, dude. That's like
and that's why it's so fun to like just observe. Yeah. And it's a little sad too, because you do realize like the people that are fully reliant on some of these things, it's like to the point of like alcoholism or whatever, or something worse. You know, people rely on substances to like have enjoyment in their life. And
oh, dude, remember when we walked into the Ace of Spades, well, the casino next to it, because we needed cash for the ATM?
What time was it? Wasn't it like
no, wasn't it earlier?
It was like noon on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was like noon. Well, on a weekend. It was a weekend. It was a Saturday we went, I think.
Oh, that's right, because you were off work.
But bro, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That was crazy being in there. You ever been to a casino?
No.
You ever gambled?
No.
Me either.
Never gambled.
You ever play the scratch off lottery?
No.
Scratch off? You don't?
No.
Wow.
No, I don't.
I play scratchies, dude. You gotta play to win, bro. I play scratchies. Yeah, it's bad.
What's the most you've ever won?
Yeah, so this has been this episode. Nah, not shit. I mean, I've won like most I ever won like $30. on a $20 ticket.
How much you think?
So $10. Yeah. How much you think? What?
How much do you think you've spent on lottery tickets?
Not bad. I'm not bad. I mean,
Some people are like
over the
daily
course
about it.
of since I've turned 18, probably a solid like $500, maybe that, if that. Probably not even, bro. That's an over exaggeration.
Because how much are they? Like the ones you just pick up?
I mean, the max. I mean, I'm doing $20 tickets because there's a science to it. I used to work with this kid, man. I'm not gonna shout his name out, but he's a guy that's about his money. And before we wrap it up real quick, I'll get into this one story. I used to work with this guy, and he's about his money. And his aunt, this is a factual statement, his aunt won $200,000 on a $20 ticket. And I'm not going to say what ticket because it's what I play. There's a strategy behind it. This kid broke it down for me. He, like I said, he was a numbers guy, and he was about his shit. And he broke down, like, the game you have to play, where to play, what to play, and, like, how you should play it. And, dude, I'm telling you, I'm gonna win big. It's just a matter of like having the money to play right.
To play the game,
It's with any investment, you need the money to start. And if you do want to, like, I mean, there's a way you can like almost for sure win like your money back, if not a good amount of money, because it's all just like chance. But if you do it right, there's a way where you can almost for sure make your money back. But it's just a matter of spending a decent amount of change, like over $100 on tickets. But yeah, dude, I mean, I've witnessed also people, because you got to play to win. That's what he says too. You have to play to win. And like, it's not like I'm relying on anything, but like if it's a Friday and I get paid and I'm hitting the gas station or like, you know, to get gas and fill up, and it's like been a good day, you know, I'm feeling myself, bills are right, money's there, I'll get like a $20 ticket, feeling myself. But yeah, there's one game I play. There's no like little piddly ticket for me, like picking up like $1 ticket, unless I'm getting like stocking stuffers or a gift for somebody. But there's a game I play that I'm gonna win too, bro. For real. I'll fill you in. If you ever want to go half and half.
And at that point, that's when we're gonna have a skate park.
No, because that's just it, dude. If I mean
imagine how that would change our lives if you just got like 20 bands.
Well, dude, no. On these $20 tickets that I play, you have a high percentage of at least winning $500. So, but it could be a slim chance where like, I mean, $200,000. I'm gonna give a lot away if I start to break down what the prizes are. But $200,000 of a jackpot is, dude. I mean, what? But then also you have. On a $20 ticket, there's higher probabilities than if you're getting like a $5 ticket or a $1 ticket. And so like, I mean, if you're playing like the $20, $30 tickets, you have way more higher of a chance to get bigger money. You know, $5,000, $10,000. So you might not.
Because you would think from a production standpoint, probably like the $1 little, $5 little scratch offs, they probably produce so many of those because they're just gonna have like little prizes here and there. But if you have like the higher one.
And it's, well, yeah, and on a $1 to $2 ticket, you're basically always gonna win. Like every other ticket, you're gonna scratch like $1 back and make your money back. Get like, you know, that's always gonna happen. But that's why it's intriguing too, because someone will get a $1 ticket, a $5 ticket, they might make $8 on it, and then they cash in that instead of just getting the $8. They're gonna say, give me that ticket, and then they lose everything. They don't make anything. But then sometimes, dude, I mean. It's all a matter of luck in reality, but also there is skill to it.
Yeah. Like a certain strategy.
Not skill. Yeah, not skill. My bad. Not skill. That came out wrong. But strategy. There's a way you can approach it where it would.
But strategy's a skill.
I guess. Yeah. Do your research.
Yeah.
Florida Lottery. I'm gonna win, dude. I'm gonna win, bro. Like, remember how I told you I'm gonna win that giveaway, and I won that giveaway.
You manifested that.
I'm gonna win a scratch off.
I believe it.
For 5,000.
I got no doubts.
For 5,000 at least. Yeah. So, dude, I think that's good for this week. I think we can wrap it up.
I think we talked about
it a lot. It's been a chiller one, but I do want to address, like I said, man, rate us 5 stars. And it's been the third time I got to say it, but it's like, we really are trying, like, we have some fucking cool guests lined up, and it's only going to get better. And, like, we want to keep doing this, man. And
bigger ideas, you know, we have a lot of stuff planned, and in order to make it happen quicker, we need to see the numbers increasing. You know what I mean? We don't want to see a plateau. And YouTube, like, I feel like people sleep on the YouTube. I spend way too long making these YouTube videos, And because this is the way that like this is the most interactive way to listen to this. Although audio podcast is convenient and ideal, a YouTube video is like a whole nother dimension of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So if we get subscribers on the YouTube channel, that's really gonna like motivate us to do more visual shit. You know what I'm saying? And if we get 1,000 subscribers by episode 100, it's only 30 episodes away, less than that, 28 episodes away. If we have 1,000 subscribers by then, I'm giving Danny a motherfucking tattoo. We've already got it confirmed. We have the machine.
Subscribe.
And I've never used it, and I currently don't know how to use it. But if we start seeing those numbers get up in the 900s, I'm going to have to do some research.
Subscribe.
Take some classes.
Rate us 5 stars on whatever audio platform you're listening to us to.
And
if
if
it's YouTube, like the damn video and
share
subscribe.
And we get if you don't have the time, because like I often don't have the time to listen to an hour thing or watch an hour YouTube video. But that's why we got shorter clips. We got little stories that we'll just put in segments on YouTube. We got little 1 minute funny clips on the social media pages. So follow all those and share those with your friends because they might have an hour. You hear me?
Yeah, and a little algorithm hack too on Instagram to make like, comment, share is all good things, but the number one thing you can actually do is save a post.
I just heard that the other day, and I never thought about that, saving a post.
Save a post to your collection, and it's like a super like, dude. It's like, it makes it. So if you got a lot of likes, so like if you see us thing posting on Instagram, man, just like it, man. It don't do nothing to you. Save it to your thing, whatever it's called. Save the collection.
Save the collection.
Yeah, save the collection.
This has been a good one though, bro. It's been nice talking with you.
It's been good. It's been chill. It's always nice talking.
Where can they find us at?
They can find us at City of Palms Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, not SoundCloud. I always want to throw SoundCloud in there. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, rate us 5 stars if you're on iTunes, Spotify. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. New episodes coming at you every Monday. I think, yeah. Should we? Yeah, never mind. No, because you know what I'm thinking is if we just grind a little harder and we get the people a little bit more not inducted, I don't even know if I'm using the right words, but like involved, intrigued, we could do a guest based. We could start recording 2 days a week and do a guest based and then always sit down with us. So it's kind of like every week. But it's just
I've thought about that same thing.
But we
just need the motivation
and the money too, because it requires us quitting our 9 to 5. So we need like a way to do it, you know. And we got businesses on the side that we're running and starting and trying and pursuing.
And it's gonna happen, bro, because we're on a winning streak.
Yes, sir.
Boom, we're gonna make it to the top.
Yeah.
And you're coming with us.
Subscribe.
Hit him with the outro, Soren.